to have this reunion again with you. We've been having a reunion year over year. Good afternoon, our dear friends from the media and the online communities. So welcome to our Top Companies Report. Earlier, Eileen mentioned that this is the 4th year for us to present Top Companies Report in the Philippines, and actually the 2nd year for us to present the Seek Asia Report across the region. Now, why do we continuously do this? We do this because we would like to present information that will be helpful to both our employers and our candidates. So we hope that with the information that we have, we are able to communicate the importance of employer branding, and this information can be used two ways. Either one, for our companies to identify what is their unique employer proposition and highlight that. Or number two, by getting to know the changes in candidate preferences, hopefully they can influence the design of their talent attraction and retention programs. We would also like to show through this report how important positive branding and online presence is. We know that it has become more and more critical for companies to be online where the candidates are. And of course, for our candidates, we would like to help them make better and more informed career decisions. Let them know the companies where the rest of Asia and the rest of the Philippines aspire to work for. So just a bit of a background on the survey, or the report. This was run across 7 Seek Asia markets, including the Philippines. So that was run across Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. And for this year's run, we gathered a total of 30,000 respondents for the Pan-Asian report. Now, how did we actually do the report? We have asked our candidates to rank their top companies, and this is based on the point systems. For example, those companies that were ranked number 1 by our candidates got 3 points. Those they ranked number 2 got 2 points, and those they ranked as the 3rd option got a point. So after that, they were then asked to identify the attributes that make for a top company and actually rate the level of importance for those particular attributes. And that's what we're going to see this afternoon. I know that you're all very keen to find out the results of the Philippine perspective. But before we go there, let's take a look at the Southeast Asian perspective. Okay, so what do Asians look for in a great employer? These are the various attributes that were presented to our candidates. But in total, they're actually under 6 categories. So one is compensation and benefits, company culture, interpersonal relations, job growth and security, work systems, and finally work-life balance. So what did Asia say? For Vietnam and Malaysia, what's important is a very clear and solid career advancement and development plan. We also see that in Indonesia, along with training, skills, and development. So basically, what they'd like to see is growth. Quite unique is Hong Kong, which identifies perks and benefits, job security, and work-life balance as the most important attributes. And this is probably more relevant to them because they have a slightly more competitive job and career environment there in Hong Kong. If we also take a look at Singapore, I also see a certain level of uniqueness because they're very keen on interpersonal relations. If you take a look at the top factors, you will see organizational culture and harmonious work relationships in their list. And this is something unique if you compare them to the rest of the market. Okay, let's move forward. Now, for the question, where do Asians get information about employers? Again, these are the options that they have. They could be social media, company websites, use of products and services, word of mouth, family and friends, actual interface with companies and actual work with those companies, and subscription to company newsletters. Okay. So what do we see across the region? In four out of 5 of the markets, we will see that they get their information through social media, news, and online articles. So media plays a very important part in influencing the mindset of our candidates. Okay? But we also see that in Vietnam and Indonesia, they also take a look at jobs and company websites. What's interesting here is that while outside of the social and online channels, we see that they are still heavily reliant on their social networks. So that means they use word of mouth and their network of family and friends to form their opinions on companies and maybe solicit referrals from them. And this helps them as they look for their dream jobs.